everybody. Thank you for waiting this long in the cold. So I'm Virginie. You might have noticed the name is a little bit strange. I'm French. Sorry for the accent. It's even worse than usual because my mom and dad were over until yesterday. So it's actually, I had written things down, but I want to leave that aside because one thing that strikes me from having listened to everybody speak so far is I really want to say thank you. First of all, thank you to Cambridge State for organising this tonight, but thank you for everybody who spoke for EU citizens in this country. It's a heartwarming thing to hear. I couldn't stress enough the importance of hearing things like this when you're somebody like me, because we've had... people who weren't born in this country and have made it their home face challenges every day that are incredibly hard, and for people who hail from the European Union, the rest of it, it's actually a fairly new experience which can be very difficult to deal with. Having to apply for settled status after living here so many years is fairly humiliating, I must say, and we were not prepared for it. And the experience that we've had over the past 3 years is actually not very unique. We are now in the same place as all the other immigrants in this country, and enduring what they are enduring, really. And a place like Cambridge that is so welcoming to its immigrants is wonderful and very heartwarming. I've always been at home in Cambridge. I live in Ely now, but I was a student here a long time ago, and I loved Cambridge. I fell in love with Cambridge because it is so cosmopolitan and so accepting, and I wanted to continue to be that way. And obviously I live in Ely, which is a wonderful place. Ely is fantastic, and I don't want to change it, but I would like to improve it a little bit in some ways. Getting down to the nitty-gritty, actually, yes, we've got a general election coming, and I'm not pleased about that because South East Cambridgeshire is a Conservative constituency. Now, one thing that is important to say, it was a Remain voting constituency in 2016. Lucy Fraser, she's got to work her off. If she wants to actually please Boris Johnson and her constituents, then she can't really do that. And I'm afraid she cannot. And she's been arguing that she doesn't know her constituency voted to Remain, because the district actually voted to leave by a very narrow margin, 900 votes for East Cambridgeshire. 900 votes, that's all it was. And what Paul said earlier about the importance of going out and helping groups slightly outside your comfort zone, slightly outside where you live if you're in Cambridge. It's there, 900 votes, East Cambridgeshire, in 2016. When we do get a people's vote, which I hope we do get sooner than later, 900 votes, we can do this. We can swing this. I don't know if we can swing the constituency from Conservative to something else, we'll find out. And I wouldn't actually mind having a Remain supporting MP, but people's vote, we can do this, and it's really important. Every small group out there is made of people like you who turn up in the cold to listen to people, to cheer for people, to help in whatever capacity they can, and so please continue to do so. And I think everybody's amazing, and I'm going to pass it back to Paul.
Thank you, Virginie. That was really great. We did have a statement sent to us by Craig Bennett of Friends of the Earth. So if you don't mind, I'll just read that out as our final speech, as it were, of the day. See if we can see it in this light. Okay, this is from Craig Bennett. Whether people voted Leave or Remain in the 2016 referendum, no one voted for our environment to be worse off. But the fact is that after more than 3 years of negotiations between the UK and the EU, and lots of promises and warm words, it is a consensus amongst environmental organisations that the deal currently on offer poses very severe risks to the environment. National borders don't exist in nature. We all share the same water and the same atmosphere. Most habitat types only make ecological sense when considered at the continental scale, and freedom of movement is essential for the survival of plants and animal species. To solve the climate and ecological emergency, therefore, we need very strong and effective collaboration between nations, particularly with our closest neighbours. That's why it makes sense for countries in Europe to have common environmental standards and regulations and to strive to increase them together, with no sense of one country trying to undercut another for misguided short-term economic gain. Theresa May's deal had problems, but at least it contained a commitment to non-regression and to maintaining a level playing field environmental standards. Boris Johnson has explicitly removed these from his version of the deal, and everyone, Remainers or Leavers, should be asking why. The Prime Minister often mouths the right words on the environment, but why on earth would he remove legal guarantees from the withdrawal agreement if he doesn't have a plan to lower them in future? The fact that after 3.5 years of negotiations, we have not yet seen plans for a former Brexit that will maintain and enhance environmental standards, despite this having been promised on multiple occasions. We should not leave until and unless a deal is produced that is guaranteed to maintain and enhance environmental protections. And if that's not possible, then politicians should seek a democratic mandate to revoke Article 50 and remain.